We on. All right, everybody. This is a special presentation. So come on in, come on in, come on in. It's not our regular time. So y'all come in. Relationship talk. This is a takeover of my I see it was on YouTube. Um, Relationship talk. It's being taken over. I'm gonna introduce the host. Um, you should be able to share it on yours now.
It's I already got it.
Okay.
Yep.
We'll wait a few minutes. Y'all come in. Hello, Sherry. Let me know where y'all from, please. Your name and where you're from. That's
Hello,
Tiff.
Sherry.
Mm, we'll give it a few minutes.
hmm
Come on in. Hello, Ezekiel TV. Periscope in the house. All right. Hey, Chauncey. I'm being interviewed today on my page. She's taking it over. I'm going to introduce her in just a minute. Waiting for a few more of y'all.
Oh, hi, Shanti. Hey, Tasha.
We'll wait just a few more minutes. If you would share, this is going to be a good conversation. I have no idea what she's asking me, but last time we got together, it was amazing. So I'm sure it'll be good.
Yes, it was. A lot of people requested this on my podcast, so yeah, guest favorite.
All righty. Let's give it until 10 minutes after. Got 3 minutes.
Okay.
Y'all like and share and share and share alike,
Hey,
please.
Renee. Nina, what's up?
Those of y'all that are on um, YouTube, when the right one comes, I hope y'all subscribers. And if y'all ain't subscribed, make sure y'all subscribe to when the right one comes. 2 minutes. If you all don't watch, he said, she said, 9 p.m. on Saturday nights with me and Lola, you don't need to go to heaven until you do. 1 minute. And I'm gonna just turn it over to her, and she gonna act like this is her platform and her stuff.
All right. Thank you, Bishop. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. My name is Lillian Harshaw, but I'm the podcast host of Worldy Church Girl. It's on every platform you can think of, and you can find me on any social media page, and also, like I said, on my on Apple, all of them. Um, I'm here to take over Bishop's platform because he was on my show and I got a lot of hits and a lot of requests for him to come back. And mainly they wanted to see him live face to face. So here we are. These are the questions that my guests have sent me. And Bishop's used to keeping it real and not having any filters. So I hope you're ready, Bishop.
All right, make sure y'all share now, share and invite people. Yes, I'm ready. Go ahead.
All right. Is it possible to love your mate and not like them?
Oh, absolutely. You can love somebody and not like them. That's why I say all the time that I want to like the person that I'm with. It's people that's with people right now. They love them, but they don't like them. They don't like their ways, and so that's why you have to take time and get to know people before you say I do, because loving and liking is two different things. Loving and liking is, hey Felicia, is two different things. And so make sure you like them before you fall in love with them.
Okay. Well, now I'm gonna ask this question: how you do that?
I gotta like you to fall in love with you. How would I fall in love with somebody I don't like?
I mean, we supposed to love everybody.
No, I thought you were talking about in love.
Oh, I am talking about in love, but sometimes you could.
That's what,
Some people are confused with being in love and
well,
loving somebody.
well, I took it from the context in love. In love,
Okay.
that you have intimate feelings for somebody that you want to maybe spend the rest of your life with, and you let them into your intimate space. Your heart is pounding hard when you with them. Your feet, your legs are like chitlins. You think about them when you're really in love with somebody. You think about them when they're not even around. You still smell them, and it's the next day. I'm talking about they still smell. They still in your nose, even though the scent is gone. I'm talking about love. Okay,
All right.
not just like,
Right.
but you can love them.
Hmm.
They agitate you. They piss you off. They you know it becomes a thing that I don't yeah I don't yeah no yeah you have to like the person. And where I'm at in life right now, as you get older, you want to have conversation. You don't have conversation with somebody that you don't really like.
Hmm. That's true.
I'm very low, Sean. Hold on, ain't nothing I can do. It says it's all the way up.
All right. When should you talk about your likes and dislikes in the bedroom?
When you figure that you're going to go a little further with the person, then that's not something you talk about immediately.
Hmm.
Um, can y'all hear me better now? I want to make sure this is straight first. Can y'all hear me? Sean, let me know if you can hear me. Okay. So you don't sit down at the first date and say, it's very hard to hear you. I don't know what it is, y'all, because I'm all the way up. Let me see. Let me do this. I'm going to drop out and come back.
Can y'all hear me okay? Because last time my speaker was acting stupid. So my mic was dumb.
Is this better?
What is that? I need to what?
I'm not sure why I'm doing the same thing I always do. So,
Thank you, Tanya.
okay, we're going to
Okay.
we're just gonna go with it. So, there's certain things that you don't talk about until you're getting ready. She needs to go out and come back in.
I'm loud.
I We're gonna have to go with it, y'all. We're gonna have to go with it. We're gonna have to go with it. Okay. So
Okay.
there's certain things, like I think it's wrong for you to sit down with a man or a woman the first time and tell them I'm dating to get married. Why would you say that? You don't even know the person. You date
Hmm.
to get married. Dating is getting data. So yes, that is your ultimate goal. You need to know that, but um you don't need to voice that in the beginning, because you're gonna scare brother off. Number two, you don't go to talking about, so what kind of positions you like, because then, especially if you're a woman, you know, especially if you're a woman, then he gonna think you're a little loose.
Hmm.
If you're a man, then she gonna think that um, that's all, that's all you want.
Right.
And so sex shouldn't be talked about until you get into a committed relationship. That's what I feel. Because
Okay.
you want to know if you're not in a committed relationship, unless
Right.
you're trying to be with somebody to get some.
Facts. Okay. Now,
So no, I think you should wait a while. It definitely should be talked about if you're talking about getting married and all that, because the worst thing in the world is to marry somebody that you're frustrated sexually with, because it's not. I mean, yeah. So
yeah.
that's not something you immediately talk about. You talk about it when you committed to the person. So because you don't have the right to talk about it before then, or
Right.
unless you're just messing around
Right.
or just
Now,
having fun.
now that goes to my next question. If you're dating multiple people, should you let everybody know?
Absolutely, because dating is getting data.
Mm-hmm.
You should not only let them know that you're dating multiple people, but you should let them know that there's a possibility you may pick one of the others.
Ooh.
And you don't ghost them, meaning you don't walk away and say Lillian, and don't say nothing to Lillian, just leave Lillian hanging, because that's where people get um uh if you just walk away, then that makes a person feel insecure, or maybe that they wasn't measured up.
Mm-hmm.
It just means that the data that you got, you didn't like. Somebody else
Right.
give you better data
Mm-hmm.
that fits your computer,
Mm-hmm.
that fits your download. So
Mm-hmm.
there's nothing wrong with dating multiple people. There is something wrong with dating multiple people if you're committed to one of them.
Ooh.
You don't commit to somebody and make Lillian think that she's the only one, and you got all these other folks you still getting data from.
Right.
That's where the problem is. And women, don't assume that you're the only one, because just because I take you out and have fun with you don't mean that you're the one. I'm just having fun. I
Mm-hmm.
did this in one of my posts. A man computes um, talking to somebody and just having a good time with having a good time. I'm just taking you out for taking it out for a spin.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking it out for a ride.
For test drive.
Test drive. It's your fault if you don't ask questions.
Right. Right.
Women got to ask questions. Men don't talk that much. That's
Mm.
just us. We don't
Right.
talk that much. So since you know we don't talk that much, you got to ask the questions. And then if he's agitated by your questions, then that's a red flag.
Mm-hmm.
If he's agitated by you asking questions, that's a red flag.
Right.
And you should prepare to walk away.
Well, isn't that person wrong for not even letting them know that they're dating multiple people? And then that person gets upset when they find out that they are. I mean, because they didn't make it known that they were not committed to them.
You have some people that are like that. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but
Mm-hmm.
but then who's the second wrong one that keeps it? Anything you allow to happen, it only grows. If you don't, if I'm not a good man, if I'm not the right one, and I'm trying to sham you, then I'm not gonna just divulge information that you ain't asked for.
Right. Right.
When I'm giving it from a man's standpoint, men don't give information unless it's requested. There you go. He's a man.
Ain't that it?
That's how, when we tell y'all, I'm telling you, we do not give information, especially if we trying to, because you might say, if I tell you that I'm dating other people, no, because different people equate dating in different ways. Some people think dating is a relationship. It is not. You're not in a relationship until both parties agree that you're in a relationship.
Right.
So if you assume because he's taking you out 6 months straight that you're in a relationship, then shame on you.
Mm-hmm.
You
Now,
you ain't got the wrong information.
right. Now, is marriage really 50-50?
No, it's 100. No, I don't believe it's 50-50. I used to believe that. You bring your 100, I bring my 100,
Yep.
and we just complete one another. Yeah, it's not 50-50. You should already be a whole person. That's why many people are not whole, is because they're waiting somebody to make them whole. I can't make you whole.
Mm-hmm.
I can't make you happy. I enhance your happiness. I
Mm-hmm.
can, I,
Too busy trying to find somebody to fill in the gaps.
yeah, you want to find somebody to make up for your shortcomings that you won't work on yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I need somebody to send me that. Let me say it again, Felicia. You got it. You want somebody to make up for your shortcomings that you won't build and make up for yourself.
Mm,
Let me say it again.
mm.
One more again.
One more.
You want somebody that's going to make up for your own shortcomings that you won't work on to come up yourself.
Mm. All right.
100, 100. I bring my 100, you bring your 100,
Mm-hmm.
even as relates to finances and money and all that stuff. I bring my 100, you bring your 100, and we make 200 out of it
Ain't that it?
at the end of the day.
At the end of the day.
Yep.
Now, why do people have an issue with older women dating younger men, but not the other way around?
Um, it's culture. It's culture. I think it's culture. It's the way you've been raised. If an old woman, if an older woman wants a younger man, then she dating somebody that's younger to be her child. He could be her son. But if a man do it, then he just like younger women.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. It's our culture. We don't see as much of it. Um, they call y'all cougars.
Mm-hmm.
They don't call us nothing unless it's a sugar daddy situation.
Right. Or
They
you
don't
just
call
that dude. Yeah.
you. She look at her. She just got a uh,
A little plaything.
she's got a little plaything.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. So it's not right. It's imbalanced,
Mm-hmm.
but it's the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Now,
And
is there any?
let me say this.
Go ahead.
Um, um, Let me say this. I think people should be with who makes them comfortable. If an older woman that's 40 something wants a man that's 20 something, or she 50 and wants 20 something, that's her business. You have to live with that.
Mm-hmm.
You
And
know, you have to live with that. And so why are you worried about who you're with? Why are you worried about somebody else and what they're worried about? You have to live with them. So if you have to live with them, then what I care about what somebody else say?
right.
If I want to date somebody 30, 35, 40, 28, that's my business.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't care. I have to be home. When the doors close, it's me and them.
Right.
And I have to be secure. So you do what you feel is good for you in your life. I don't worry about that.
Right.
And I'm a pastor. I don't even worry about what my congregation say because, and some of them are on here, because the wife is for me. Whoever I date or see is for me, and I'm for the church. So
Ain't that it?
I'm for them.
Ain't that it?
I'm for them, and who I have at home, as long as she not tearing up the church, then they for me.
Amen. Now, is there any subject in a relationship that is considered taboo?
No, nothing,
No.
nothing. But I used to think that it was like you doing good. Um, you're doing good if you talking about your past and talking about everybody who you used to be with and all that stuff. I don't really care no more. I don't really care. And the truth of the matter is, men can't handle it like women. Women can
Mm-hmm.
handle listening to who you've been with. They want to know, but men, especially if the guy's somewhere still around, we don't really know. It does something to us.
Mm-hmm.
So now I want to know as less as possible because if we're starting from scratch, what do I care? Because everybody got baggage.
Right.
I understand. Just gotta decide whose baggage you want to unpack.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody has baggage. Everybody has baggage. You got
Right.
to decide which baggage you want to unpack. So no, there's no subject, but how much do you want to know of their past? What difference does it make if it? What difference does it make what man was the first man you was with and you 45 years old?
Right.
Who got it first? Who you care? sometimes man want to, get his ego stroked, and I know I'm raw. Y'all might want to leave, but man want his ego stroked. Who's the best? Who's the best
Right.
in the moment? Who's the best? She's caught up in the moment. She told the last one the same thing.
Because right now I'm gonna say you.
Say you, I ain't no fool.
I ain't gonna mess it up. That is funny.
Oh, y'all stop all that.
What?
What?
What? What?
Oh my God, you're out of order.
What?
Go ahead. Continue.
Okay, because I halfway read it. Anyway, let me see. Well, you kind of already tapped on this, but I'm gonna ask it anyway. Should a person even talk about their past relationships?
Wait a minute. Let me delete this. Hold on.
Okay.
Should somebody talk about their past relationship?
Yeah, you already tapped on it a little bit, but yeah. Should you ask a person about their past relationship?
Like I said, it's according to how much you want to know. I want to know as less as possible now.
Mm-hmm.
Just make sure that you ain't bringing nothing disease and that relationship.
Yep.
I think that's a. Let me put it this way:
Mm-hmm.
it's how much you can handle.
Mm-hmm.
How much can you handle, Sean? How much can you handle, Felicia, Tasha? How much
Mm-hmm.
can you handle them telling you? Because if you getting mad because I'm telling you of who I used to be with, and you're asking me to tell you, then we may not need to talk about that.
Right.
If you can't handle it, don't ask. Don't handle. I mean, don't talk about what you can't handle.
Right.
Okay? Why
Right.
you getting mad at somebody that ain't even with no more?
Right. Right. Because apparently I'm with you, so push.
Right.
All right. So my girlfriend has male friends and I don't trust them. Should I say something about it?
Your girlfriend has male friends, and you get now. That's a good subject, because you have to decide before you get into a relationship whether you can handle. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I used to couldn't handle that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, especially if they can't come around me.
Right.
Y'all just
Then you're hiding something.
right. Same thing with men.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all got to talk about that. Hey, because I got a good sister, Carla, Lola. I'm sorry, Lola is my sister. She comes with the package, and so if you got a problem with Lola, but the thing about Lola can come hang out with us like one of the boys. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, um, yeah, you got to be able to handle it, but you got to discuss it, and you got to be honest if you have a problem with it. So then you got to decide how much do you want to be with this person that's insecure,
Mm-hmm.
because this person's insecure. How much do you want to be with this person that's insecure, that don't want you to be around nobody but them? Because that's insecurity. Because if I'm with you all the time and every now and then, but I think there's a problem when she don't want to bring the male friends around. That's
Right.
when there's an issue. When she
Right.
won't be like, hey, we cool.
Right.
There's a problem when you don't want to bring them around.
Mm-hmm.
And so that is insecurity. If you got the man and y'all in deep, then why are you concerned about that?
All right. Now the next question is: should you tell your friend the person that they're dating is not good for them?
Uh, say it again.
Should you tell your friend that whoever they're dating is not good for them? Like they need to break up with them?
I got it. I'm
Okay.
based upon what though? I'm just
They're playing mind games.
how do
You
you? I
you
mean, how did that person know?
they see it. They listen to the stories that they're telling them about whoever they're seeing. Like uh, every time they get into a discussion, they turn into an argument, or they want to block them on social media, then unblock
See
them.
if I got this right. You're saying that if you knew who I was dating, you knew
I,
who I was dating,
yeah,
you would then you asking me, should you tell me that that person's no good?
yes,
Why am I? What do you? Where did you get your information from?
from you, listening to you complain about them.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah. You know why?
why?
Because then I've invited you. I've invited you into my business.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've invited. Excuse me one minute. Okay, let me do this. Yeah, y'all right. I should have listened to y'all. You're blocked. Cause
What?
yeah, don't worry about it.
Okay.
Don't no no blocked and deleted. Hold on, I blocked them and deleted.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
No, it was you. You was answering the
Oh,
question.
okay, so no. So if you are giving your business to this friend, then you are opening up yourself um to invite their opinion in.
Mm-hmm.
So my rule is keep people out of your business. I mean because they're basing it upon what you said. And here's the thing, the rule I've always had. When people give me their opinion about my about if I'm telling you, Lillian, I'm going through this with her, boom, 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 you're gonna get mad, you're gonna give your opinion, and then we back together, he and Kakan, and you looking stupid because you
Mm-hmm.
give your opinion. And then I tell my girlfriend what you said. Now she mad at you, and we just got a mess. So you keep people out of your business because you may fall out today and ain't got nobody to tell it to, but then tomorrow there's glad day and mad day. Glad day
Mm-hmm.
we love each other. Mad day we fall out. The next glad day we back in. So you out there mad at this person and I'm back with him.
Right.
Who the fool? So just keep people out of your relationship
Yes. Now, when should you invite somebody you're dating to your church?
when you make sure they're gonna be around. Because the worst, the embarrassing thing in the world is to take somebody to church and say, "Ooh, Felicia, Ooh, look what God blessed me with. Look who God blessed me with." And then 3 weeks later, they ain't there no more. So was it
Mm-hmm.
a blessing or was it a curse? Wait until to make sure they're gonna be around. Because the Bible said, "Blessing of the Lord maketh rich and they addeth no sorrow."
Mm-hmm.
So if it's a blessing, then they're not gonna be gone.
Right.
And some people, and some people, and some people, Marlinda, I don't know why I sound far away. We tried to do it. I have no idea. I don't know. It's probably a bad connection. Some people, um, they speed date in church. They just bring one after another, and it just don't look good. So
Mm-hmm.
I would not bring anybody to church until I make sure that we're secure.
Right. Everybody in church will be asking you where they at.
Absolutely, because you done held up this prize and said, "Look what God done blessed me with." Oh, girl, I'm happy for you. And then you embarrassed. You done went from sitting on pew 2, you in pew number 9 because you got your head down and he ain't nowhere around.
Not
Oh
even in
no!
pew nine. I'm in the seat next to the back, to the
If
back.
you want them to come to church, invite them to church, and y'all ride in separate cars. Let them vibe and enjoy it, and meet for brunch after it's over with.
Mm-hmm. Now here's the next one.
It's not a secret. It's just ain't nobody's information. Ain't nobody's business.
Nobody's business.
Hmm.
My wife compares me to her last relationship all the time. What should I do?
Marlinda, they already asked publicly before you got on, so that's why I put you on blast. She texted me. Say it again, Lillian.
I said, my wife compares me to her last relationship all the time. What should I do?
Goes back to the same question.
Mm-hmm.
Told them that much about the last relationship. I mean, the first, somebody said this earlier, and I forget what I was on. I be on so much stuff, but a a sure way to break up anything. Oh, this was last night. Is comparison. Comparison is a bad spirit, and the way to break up any relationship or anything that you're doing is to compare it to somebody else. And watch this. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Last relationship was so good, then why you not still with him? So why wait? I mean,
Oh,
you couldn't have been that good. You'd have still been together.
right, right.
If it was that good, then why y'all ain't together?
Mm-hmm.
Why would you compare somebody that you ain't with no more, and why you ain't still with them?
Because they forgot about the bad part of why they left them. They only remember the good part. That's why.
People are exes for reasons,
Mm-hmm.
and keep them in that category.
Yep. Amen. Next question. Will God lead you out of a marriage?
Well, first of all, I don't believe God gives you marriages.
Mm-hmm.
He gives you the he gives marriages, but he don't give you the person to marry. You
Mm-hmm.
walk yourself in, so you walk yourself out. We are free moral agents. We have the discernment of the Holy Spirit that leads us and guides us in all truth. And so in that case, I don't believe that he's sitting in a dating factory and saying you're going to be together, you're going to be together, you're going to be together. You have discernment to be able to choose. So if he didn't walk you in, then he ain't gonna walk you out.
Mm-hmm. Ain't
No,
that it?
we don't get married to get divorced, but stuff happen, and if we do it wrong in the beginning, then it's gonna turn out wrong. That's why you
Right,
do it right in the beginning, so it'll turn out right.
right,
You can't make something right that was wrong in the beginning.
right. He'll,
Hello.
sh- he'll show you the mistake you made,
Absolutely.
and now you got to deal with it.
Absolutely. No, let me say this. No regrets, only lessons.
Amen.
No regrets. That's another post. Only lessons.
Mm-hmm.
Don't live in regret. Regret turns into anger, and anger turns into bitterness, and bitterness gets you nowhere.
Amen. Now, how long should a person wait for someone to commit?
Um, I did this. I did a video on this, and it's coming out today or tomorrow. But because this is the most asked question I get. I don't care who I interview with or whatever. This is always going to be asked.
Mm-hmm.
So there is no formula. You can stay with somebody for 3 months, and it happens. You can stay with somebody 3 years, and it happens. You can stay with somebody 3 months and be with them for the rest of your life. You can stay with somebody three years. As soon as you get married, you break up. There is no formula. Now,
Mm-hmm.
my personal belief, this is Greg Davis talking, that after 2 years, if they ain't said what they want to do with you, then you need to,
It's time to bounce.
it's time to bounce. Because I said this the other day, it's old folk. I was raised by old folk. Uh, why, why buy the milk if you can keep getting it for free?
Right.
If you're acting like a wife, why would I wife you? If you're acting like a husband, why would I husband you? It ain't. And see, we always ask this question and think it's just for women. It's not. It's for men
Mm-hmm.
too.
That's right.
Men. So a young lady was on a live that I did the other day, and she said, "What is he in a hurry for?" I said, "How long y'all been together?" She's 2, 3 years. I don't remember what it was, but it was something. And I said, "So she's not ready to commit. Everything else is good the way it is. People have commitment problems.
Mm-hmm.
They have they have commitment problems. And so if you get to 2 years and they still ain't saying nothing and you want more out of this, then you got to raise the question.
Right.
He may not or she may not ever raise it if they got commitment problems.
Right.
When you have commitment problems, then you will never raise the issue.
Now, let's say you ask that question and they give you the answer of, yeah, I plan on getting married to you. Blase, blase, blah, scoopity doopity doo. And 6 months later, another 9 months later, still not married.
Well, you crazy.
Yep, pretty
Because
much.
when they say um hold on, I'm sorry. When
So
they
you get,
say when they say, okay, yeah, I want to, okay, when 3 months, 5 months, 9 months, when
mm-hmm,
they say I don't know, then you have to make the decision whether you're gonna bounce or not.
right,
You gotta make the decision because if they can't tell you after you give them an ultimatum, then you have to make a decision whether you're gonna keep investing your life into this.
right,
Yeah,
right. All right. My mate is trying to make me something that I'm not. What should I do?
he don't want you. Need to tell your mate go get who they want. No, I'm serious. 'Cause
I know.
if I have to change me to be with you, then you don't want me.
Yep.
I sat down. I tell the story. Shauna's story time. If he's still here. So I had just lost weight. Came down from um, probably probably size 48, 50 suit to a 40, 42.
Hmm.
And I was set up on a date to go out with somebody. This was 9 years ago. And we sat down at the restaurant. I'll never forget it. We sat down at the restaurant. Right. Tasha, story time. These are my regulars.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, because Lola on Saturday nights, she go to telling stories and Sean say story time.
Uh,
Um, I said, she said to me, she said, hey, um, you wear skinny jeans. If I asked you to start wearing skinny jeans, would you? I said, no. I said, I like my skinny jeans because I worked hard to get in these. I said,
hmm.
I just bought a suit from Gucci and I couldn't even look in Gucci, but for shoes and ties. And she said, oh, okay. I said, waiter, whatever she wants. And I'm like, because this is going to be the last time we go out together. No, seriously, because you don't want
Hmm.
me.
Right.
When you came out with me, then this is who I am. And I'm not going to try to change anybody else. If
Right.
a woman tell me, I need you to cut your beard off. Heck no. This is where I am. This is who I am. You don't want me? Go find you a bald faced man.
Right.
Or uh, I need you to cut it down. No, this I have to be comfortable with me. Now we can make suggestions, babe. What you think about this or that or when
But
you?
you're asking.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
you
yeah.
asking.
'Cause now, if I'm in a relationship with somebody or dating somebody, like really,
Hmm.
really, I'll ask them what you think about this color, and I don't have a problem in fashion,
Hmm.
but I'll still ask them what you think. I mean, I'm asking you.
Right.
You want me to change? No, ladies and gentlemen, if you have to become somebody else to be with them, okay,
You gotta let them go.
you don't want
Right.
because I'm going. This is who I am, and
Right.
people are grown. You can't change them. When you get them, they're grown. Okay, so yeah, no, no, I can make adjustments, and I'm not.
Hmm.
Mm-mm,
Right.
nah,
Now, this is a money question. Do you think couples should share bank accounts?
it's what works for them. It's
All
what
right.
works for them. You got to talk about that thing because sex and money and communication, the lack thereof, sex, money, and communication, the lack of all three of them, the lack of not being on the same page. Let me say it again. Sex, money and communication will take down a relationship and a marriage. The lack of all three of them, the lack of sex, the lack of money, the lack of communication, number one, and then no understanding of sex,
Mm-hmm.
no understanding of the way the money works, no understanding of communication will kill a relationship or marriage. So, what works best? For me, we had separate accounts because we both traveled when I was married. Right now, I would still want separate accounts whereby we can put money in an account together. I am the kind of man that will come home and say, babe, pay the bills. But what I'm not going to do is ask you for money to go buy what I worked for.
Right.
I don't need you to, if we got the money, I don't need you to piecemeal me money. This is what you're getting this week, Greg. No, I'm not a little kid.
Mm-hmm.
Not going to tell me what I'm getting this week. I'm all the way grown.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to do you that way. Let me tell you something. Buy all the red bottom shoes you want. Buy
Mm-hmm.
all the dresses and Louis and Gucci's and all that. Guess what? As long as the bills are paid,
Amen.
do whatever you want to do. Do
Amen.
not hide them in the car. Some people hide stuff. I be doggone. I'm gonna say something else. If I'm, hey, Coven, I be doggone if I'm going to hide what I have worked
Right.
hard for in the car.
Right.
We grown.
Right. The only time you should be hiding anything in the car is if it's my gift.
Absolutely. All the way grown.
Or his gift.
You right, Sandra. You're right. We all the way grown.
Okay. Growner than grown. Too grown. Shoot. All right. I feel like my spouse is no longer attracted to me since this pandemic started. Should I talk about it or should I just wait it out?
He was never attracted to you. Say it again. Read it again. Come on. I'm just here.
Woo! I feel like my spouse is not attracted to me since this pandemic started.
He was never attracted to you. He just has to stay home with you now.
He ain't got nothing else to look at.
He ain't got nothing else to look at. He was never attracted. Let me get up in here like the old folk do, like old folk do. He was never attracted to you. He now has to
Lord.
deal with being not
Jeez.
attracted to you. He has no other options to look at now.
Oh
You know
Lord.
why?
Why?
Because they never stayed home with each other to even talk about it. They never talked about it. Somebody said, Jesus. No.
Jesus is real.
Understand. Felicia. This is my daughter in ministry.
Okay.
Okay. Lana, come on in. Come on.
Oh man.
Listen, Linda. So imagine you work 8-9 hours, or like Sean works 12 hours days.
Mm-hmm.
And let's just say Sean is married. Sean is single, by the way, y'all. Y'all check out Sean's profile, okay? So listen. Now Sean has to come home,
Mm-hmm.
work at home 12 hours a day, and then still be with this person.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't really know the person that he married because he's spending more time with his coworkers.
Right.
Y'all not saying nothing. He's spending more time with his coworkers.
Yeah. Looking at the receptionist.
Yeah, no, they know each other better.
Mm-hmm.
She knows what he wears more than what the wife does.
Right.
She knows what he eats more than the wife because she go to lunch with him more than all the coworkers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, she knows that he's not happy neither, so she went extra.
Right.
Okay, because whatever Susie ain't doing at home, Mary Jane gonna do it at work.
Right.
And he at work talking about what she ain't doing. Oh, what she ain't doing? Okay, let me do this. She ain't
Mm-hmm.
She smelled like what? Okay, let me go buy me some perfume.
Right.
And so now, what I do, daughter? Now you're left to be with somebody that you don't even know.
Mm-hmm.
You never was attracted to them since you said I do. And ladies, whatever you look like when you first got married, that's what they want you to still look like. Okay? Same thing for men, because whenever I say that, and what about the man? He got a belly now. Yep, same thing.
Mm-hmm. You're right. You're right.
Okay? So at the end of the day, attraction was never there. And the only way you got out of attraction is if you changed up. And it's not fair to bait and switch on either parts. If you
Mm-hmm.
got me wearing a size 32 pants, then I shouldn't go past 34 because it's not noticeable. When I start getting to 38 and 40, then I violated. No, because that's not who
I
you are.
know. You're right.
And if you was a size 2 and you're now 18,
Mm-hmm.
Houston, we got some problems.
Right.
Okay? And you don't beat the person up and say, "Ooh, you sure is fat now." You say, "Baby, let's start walking together.
Mm-hmm.
Baby, let's start go do it together. Cause beating me up ain't gonna get it."
Right. All right, Bishop. I hate to let you go, but this is my last one. You ready?
That's why you need to be at home and surprise him at work from time to time. Yeah, that surprise
Oh,
at work might be something else, India. Hey, India, you might get surprised. Anyway,
okay.
go ahead. I get what you're
That's
saying.
that's a good one though.
That is
But
good.
yeah,
That
yeah.
is good.
But
Don't
I
be
was
so busy. Don't be so busy that you're not paying attention no more.
right.
I need somebody. Sean, send me that. Send me that. Somebody send me that. Don't be so busy in your relationship or marriage that you're not paying attention no more to signs.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Signs and signals are not just for the beginning. Signs and signals in the beginning, in the middle. You so often to being wonderful, and at the country club, and he at somebody else club. You at the country club, and he at the club looking at her on the pole.
Come on now.
Okay.
No, you good. You just made me think about somebody, but I ain't gonna go there. But anyway, last question.
Mhm.
Um, I'm in a biracial relationship.
Hey, if y'all have questions, put them up here real quick, y'all, because we this is the last question. If y'all got questions, go ahead.
All right. I'm in a biracial relationship. How do I talk to my spouse about George Floyd and Black Lives Matter movement?
Um, talk to them, cause you can look at each other. You white, I'm black. The folk that's shooting us down is white, and they black. That's getting shot. So we need to have a come to Jesus meeting. Even though I
Hmm.
know you love me, because you wouldn't be with me. But how do
Right.
you talk to your kids together if you have kids? Okay.
Right.
How do you talk to your kids? You need to talk about that.
Right.
And you need to talk about what each other feel.
Now, should you sugarcoat it to your children, or should you just give it to them raw?
I Every parent is different. You know what you can handle. I mean,
Hmm.
I think raw is the best way because we live in a raw world. You sugarcoat coat stuff and your kids don't be in reality. That's another whole subject. But when you're talking to each other, how do you feel? Let's say it's a white man and a black woman. How do you feel, babe, being married to me with all this going on? How do you feel? You got to talk about how each other feel because you
Hmm.
can't just avoid the elephant in the room that we got some tension going on out here.
Right.
And you white and I'm black, but we love each other.
Hmm.
And you can't just say we don't understand. You got
Right.
to deal with it. So you got to deal with the elephant in the room. And if you don't deal with the elephant in the room, it'll pounce on you. And this is a reality that people are actually going through.
Hmm.
Most people don't know. My mom was mixed with Creole and Sicilian. My mother's last name was Cagnaletti.
Mm.
So she was more Italian than anything. So I got mixed in me. My Linda always tease me and say my white side is talking today. I played with myself in my mind and said, well, my white self gonna still go to Starbucks. I'm joking about it. It's not 11, but
Right,
no, I was about to pull the plug on Starbucks had they not apologized and you did something different.
right,
Because the law is that if you have just an ounce of black blood in you, then you black.
right.
That's what my reality is, no matter what she was mixed with.
Mm-hmm.
So don't avoid the subject. Talk about it.
Right,
It's reality.
right. Now, I know I said that's my last question, but I did just think of one. My daughter has this young lady that's a housewife, and she said her husband hates it when she gets dressed up and goes somewhere. And I said, why is that? She said, because I don't get dressed up when I'm at home. I'm like, well, that's stupid.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's your problem.
yeah. So what, besides what I just said, what would you tell that young lady, the man's reasoning for thinking the way he does?
Which way? That he wants her dressed up at
Yeah,
home?
yeah, dress if she's dressing up going out, but not dressing up while she's in.
He's telling you I don't like the way you look at home.
Mm-hmm.
And why you dressing up for them and you live with me? That's what I'm saying. We take people for granted, and if you can do it to go out, and then he might even be thinking you go and dress up for somebody else that you're interested in.
Right.
And so when we tell you, when we tell you, male or female, this is what we like.
Mm-hmm.
You're rejecting what they're telling you like. You did all that to get them, so do all that to keep them.
That's right.
Why in the world would you just avoid this that they're telling you? I want you to look like this for me at home too.
Mm-hmm.
What you're saying is that they're not worthy. I'm sorry.
That's right.
You're
Any
not
questions
worthy.
out there for the bishop? About to wrap it up. I don't think anybody texted
Any
me.
questions? In case y'all wondering, those that have come on, Lillian took over my page. She wanted to interview me on my page, and I'm grateful. Y'all make sure y'all follow her, Worldy Church Girl.
Yes, sir.
She has podcasts. I did a podcast for her a few weeks ago, a month ago. It's even on my podcast, Worldly Church Girl Talk. It's really, 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 really good. If you're not following my podcast, Greg Davis, a podcast on every platform, but follow her as Worldly Church Girl.
Yep. And my last episode, the one that just posted Monday, was Montel Jordan. So check that out too.
Absolutely.
That was a good one. But yeah, yours was like phenomenal. Like I said before, people are going crazy about that one. That's why I'm doing this one.
All right. Very good.
All right.
Any questions? Y'all good? Where's your question at? Oh, there we go. Is going on a date or whatever you want to call it only for people who are in relationship because I hold someone. I had someone tell me before that going on a date of a couples. What you
What?
get from? No, going on a date is going on a date. Whether you married, it's a date. You make a date on a date at a time, and that's what it's called, a date.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the time you set out this time to go on a date. So no, dating is going on a date. Going on a date, not dating. Going on a date is for people in relationship, dating, married, or whatever.
I hope when they married, they still going on dates. See how many days should you ask? Ooh, that's a good one.
When you feel when you not the first one, not the second one, not the third one, not the fourth one. Just be organic. It's nothing. And if they tell you it's something, it's nothing. It's nothing. you're getting data.
Mm-hmm.
Then maybe if you're talking 5, 6 months after the representative leaves and you really know who they are, then 6 months to a year, you ask them, what is it? What are we doing?
Do you think that's about how long it takes for somebody to show their real self? It's about 5 or 6 months
90
into it.
days. 90 days.
90 days.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Can only fake for so long. 90 days, the real you. Because you're going to do something that brings it out of me.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be so busy you stop paying attention. Send me that, daughter, so I can post that too. Thank you, Sean, for sending. But no, did he send me that? Hold on. Oh, yeah. He sent me that already. I'm sorry. Did I answer that? Now, that's
Mm-hmm.
my, now again, that's my opinion. That's just my opinion. Yeah. Any other questions
Because
on
I
that?
know as women, we have a tendency to wait and wait some more and wait some more for whatever reason because we want to believe that this is going to turn into something and we don't want to rush it and we don't want to push him away.
If he don't want nothing else, you're gonna push him away at whatever point you decide to ask.
Mm-hmm.
What is this? Because if they want something, let me tell you something. A man knows. A man knows immediately whether he wants to be bothered,
Mm-hmm.
whether you get on his nerves or not. He really does know.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know if start talking to somebody, you know, I'm so sorry.
You all right?
After a few times, then I'm like, oh no, this, oh, can't even stand the way they talk. Oh my god. Oh, just ask all these questions and all that. I know it's like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, be gone.
Mm-hmm.
So we know,
See,
and then we go ghost
right.
because we don't have the nerve to hurt your feelings and tell you.
See.
If you go out with a guy once a month for a year and you're long distance, but no, you put too much time in,
Mm-hmm.
too much time. After 6 months, we should know for sure if he wants to continue with you. Absolutely, absolutely. Anything else is a waste of time. After 6 months, you should be able to put that question on the floor.
Right.
Right? Don't prolong the inevitable. No, we do. Like if I meet somebody and they really got my attention, I know it. You know, I mean, I tell them, and we don't want to tell people so soon because we seem weird. That's weird. You don't even know me. No, you feel something. You know, the best thing. Let me tell you. Can I tell you all this revelation I just got? The best thing in the world is for people to tell you what you want to hear and what you're expecting in the relationship, and they don't even know they're telling you.
Yeah.
Let me say it again. The best feeling in the world is to talk to somebody and they telling you all the things that you really want in a woman or a man, and they don't even know that they're telling you or doing it.
And you didn't even ask.
And you didn't even ask.
Yes.
And you just sitting there smiling like, ooh, you don't know this is turning me on. That's the best feeling in the world. It's
Yes.
now that's really organic.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you keep using the word organic. Some people don't really understand that.
Organic
Break
means
that
I'm just letting it happen. You're not, it's no push.
down. Mm-hmm.
Organic means I'm not pushing you.
Mm-hmm.
It's just flowing organically. There's no nothing put into it.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, it's just flowing.
Now, when do you think a woman is just being downright thirsty and parched and just don't know when to just back off?
What you just said when they don't know how to back off.
Mm-hmm.
If a man is telling you one thing and you still trying to push, that's thirsty. You don't want nobody that don't want you.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you get them, then they don't really want you. No.
Right.
So no, thirsty is when Thirsty is when you ain't getting no response and you just and you doing all the stuff and you just been extra.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just doing the absolute most.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Is
Okay.
that all of it, y'all?
That's it. See.
Absolutely. No, well, we don't call a man thirsty. We call a man extra. Women call men extra. You been extra. Y'all don't call men thirsty, do y'all?
We say doing the yes, we say you're doing the most. A man just doing the most or the absolute most.
Let me tell you something.
I call them Rudy
I got
Boots.
I got a post I'm putting out. I'm ahead, y'all. I got 3 or 4 posts that's just waiting to go out. And the post that I did, the thing I recorded today on the river, I say this: watch what a man does. When a man really wants to be with you, he'll send flowers, candy, gifts. He'll ask you what you ate, and then if you say nothing, you'll have Uber Eats or a Dash showing up to your door for lunch. When a man is really into you, you don't have to push him. He can show you better than he can tell you.
That's right.
When he's not into you, he can show you better than he can tell you too. He won't do nothing.
It goes both ways.
Ladies, put pressure. But the only way you can put pressure is if you have already learned how to treat yourself right. When you learn how to treat yourself right, it brings your expectation level up. I'm gonna let y'all just sit there. Sit there.
Hmm.
If you treat yourself right, then you have great expectations. If you treat yourself right, then you already can afford lobster and steak for yourself. So when you go to a restaurant, it's not foreign to you. You don't know to heat your butter and with the little fork is to pull the meat out of the lobster and all that. Treat yourself right first.
Amen.
You don't wait for a come up.
Hmm.
You already up. You can just waiting for somebody to match your boss. All right.
Love that. We can close on that. Match your boss.
Yep. All right, y'all. Make sure y'all follow Worldy Church Girl, and if you're just getting on this, we're gonna save this, and it'll be up on both of our platforms.
Yes.
Thank you for having me on my platform.
Thank you for letting me be on your platform.
9 p.m. Saturday nights. 9 p.m. Saturday nights. When the right one comes, YouTube channel. I need y'all to subscribe to that. Okay. When the right one comes, YouTube channel. 9 p.m. Saturday nights. He said, she said with Lola and Greg. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a good one.
You too. Good evening.
Bye bye.